What's poppin', Kotex Pats? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6 Reunion Part 1. I will be dropping my reunion fashion killer video not only for Love and Marriage Huntsville, but Bell Collective today as well. I think I'm doing both today. One of them or both will drop today. Okay, now let's get into this reunion. So the reunion kicks off with Tisha alleging that Stormy don't pay her invoices, child. LaTisha came in on go, all right? So as her and Stormy are going back and forth, I peeped that Marceau and Courtney was talking to each other about basically let them handle that. This ain't got nothing to do with us. And Marceau said to Courtney, I ain't know nothing about this. Like, okay, like don't hold me accountable for this. So Stormy was like, Tisha, when you make as much money as I do a month, come holler at me. You want to be me. Don't play with me. So Tisha says, just because we don't talk about it don't mean we ain't doing it. Tisha, y'all are not making the money that girl is making. Y'all are not multimillionaires. Stop capping. So Stormy was like, Biz Naive was practicing in the car, talking about practicing her reads. And Tisha was like, go pop some pills, girl, and shut up. That's what you do. And I was like, she pop pills? Because Stormy didn't deny it, child. And I was like, what is going on here? I was like, the truth comes out at reunion. The truth comes out at the reunion. So Marceau was like, you're going way too far. Like, you're going way too far. Like, even he was like, yo, Tisha, calm down, pit bull in the skirt. Like, even he was like, girl, okay, let's reel it on back. So Carlos was like, Stormy, when you saw this copy and paste error that was conducted from your website onto hers, what did you feel needed to be addressed? Stormy was through at this point. Stormy was like, let's not get into what I feel needed to be addressed. I gave grace. Baby, she said I gave your A grace like a mama that was about to whoop her kids after she'd been talking to them all day, telling them to stop. I'm warning you, okay, you gonna keep out. Baby, I was scared for Tisha at that point. I was like, you gonna get sued. She said, I gave your grace. But what we not gonna do is act like y'all didn't come on the stage with an agenda to say that ish you just said that came out of your MFing mouth. And I was like, don't do it, Stormy. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't even worth it. Don't do it. I was like, Tisha, you gonna get beat up. They gonna almost come to blows next season. Watch. They gonna almost come to blows or come to blows next season. Watch what I tell you. So Carlos was like, Melody, you mentioned on this show that you faked your orgasms. And Martell talks, that's cap. That's cap. Bed always wet. That ain't got nothing to do with an orgasm, you nincompoop. And I wish he would have been able to alliterate that. Is that the right word? I don't even know if I just said the right word. I'm so annoyed with this fool. Just because she stays wet down there don't mean that she's having orgasms. The wetness of her vajayjay ain't got nothing to do with her climaxing. You're such a dummy. So Carlos says to Melody, were you faking orgasms while in your marriage with Martell the whole time? She said, yes. Martell's on some lies. I got a hook and a curve and you ain't gonna fake nothing. Once again, the curvature, the size, or whatever of your Peter Weeder ain't got nothing to do with her climaxing. Like, you're so dumb. And that's why I believe that she did not. Just because of your answers. You don't know nothing about the female anatomy, sex, or nothing. You just think because you put your penis in somebody that they automatically coming all over you. Child, get out of here. You're so stupid. And let me just read some facts to people. Fewer than 1 in 5 women say they climax from vaginal intercourse alone. Okay? Everyone else wants or needs some sort of stimulation on their clitoris. Another fact, since 1999, the number of women experiencing orgasms during intercourse always or nearly always has fallen from 56% to 46%. 46% of women are having orgasms during vaginal sex. That's it. That's it. Once again, more women do not have orgasms via vaginal than women that do. So shut up, Marital. Please lose yourself in the woods. Why don't you? Oh my God, that man irks my soul. Ooh, Jesus. So they break for lunch, and backstage, Marceau tells Tisha that she was doing too much. Like, girl, we already over here with a $5 million fraud or whatever case or whatever lawsuit they got going on. We don't need no more. So Tisha says all season they were coming for her and that she been quiet for years. She tired of people coming for her. And it's like, well, girl, people wouldn't come for you if you wouldn't say and do stupid shit. Like, these things aren't just happening to you. You contribute to the things that happen to you. And this is what LaTisha does not get. She wants to act like she's the victim when you do stuff and say stuff that be out of pocket to people. When that girl came to you about the whole situation with the website, you were so nonchalant and about the situation like you wasn't wrong. Period. And she did give you grace because anybody else would have sued you. Like, girl, stop. So we then switched to Courtney and Stormy's dressing room. And Courtney was like, so what you think about the whole Tisha situation? And Stormy was like, I think it's funny that she comes to the reunion and have some balls. We are not the same. You ain't gonna ever be able to do what I do. The only reason why MFers know who they are is because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Biz naive, I tried to give you MFing grace. Now I'm about to give you hell. And I'm sorry, I don't blame Storm because Tisha is in the wrong. And if she would have handled the situation with grace and humility, this would not be happening. Stormy didn't come to her sideways or nothing like that. Your response to the situation is what got you here. When the situation happened, if you didn't do it yourself and your so-called graphic design artist did it, which is a bold-faced lie, and I already explained that to y'all. If this was quote-unquote true, as soon as it happened, I'm calling you up saying, girl, I am so sorry. I did not, sanction that, ask for that. Anything is getting taken down immediately. I would have sent her an apology gift. I would have put out a statement, anything. You know what I'm saying? To clear my name and let her know that wasn't no, what's the word I'm looking for? Malice being done on my part. But you did it on purpose, girl. You copied and pasted that girl information. You did that. You did that. And then even after, say for instance, if the graphic design artist was the one that did it, you didn't look over what he wrote before it was even published. So once again, it falls back on who? You, because this is your business. And who let somebody just put up information on their site and just trust that they giving the right information? And if it's, girl, shut up, Tisha. It don't even make sense. I'm not going there with this girl. Like, stop. So, backstage, Marital talking to Maurice about the whole orgasm situation and telling him, I know 100% she lying. I had to tell one of my exes back in the day that I faked the whole time we was together. He thought I was lying, and I was not, because this was back when I was young and dumb and thinking that I had to fake it. And he was like, man, please. And I literally had to reenact how I act during the deed he was blown away. Like, you think just because somebody moaning and groaning that mean that they actually experiencing, or you will know when a woman is actually experiencing a real true orgasm. Honey, because we turn into the exorcist when this is real. When it's not all that moaning and groaning and saying, I'm coming. Girl, that's cap. When you, for real, nigga, you're speaking in tongues. Your eyes is rolling in the back of your head. You can barely breathe, child. It look like you having a seizure. So stop. So then they have a lady segment with Marceau, which cracked me up. Just the fact that it was an all lady segment and Marceau was included. Genius. But he was a good sport about it because he know he a little woman. So Carlos was like, do you feel like Stormy was warranted with calling you a B? And Marceau says, at first I was a little offended, but then I realized that that's what she does in her culture. Like, what are you trying to imply, that that's what she do because she from the hood, because she quote unquote ghetto, because she's from the quote unquote other side of the tracks where she grew up, the people she hang around? Like, I know you of all people ain't trying to talk about nobody and how they grew up, when you yourself even said that y'all was over there sleeping on the floor and everything else. Like, boy, stop. Get out of here. So Carlos like, Stormy, do you call other men biz naives? And Stormy was like, not if they don't act like one. To me, the term biz naive is for someone who has an extreme amount of sass and an attitude with it. I feel like he does a lot of stuff to gaslight and get a reaction. Men don't move like that. They don't go around poking for reactions because they need camera time. And to me, that's stuff that biz naives do. And that's what he likes to do. Then Marceau is a biz naive. And I was like, perfect response. Because that is the definition of Marceau Scott. He is desperate for attention. He wants to be the Regina George of Marriage Huntsville so bad. And it's like, girl, okay, you got it. We only wear pink on Wednesdays. Girl, whatever. Okay. So Carlos says, a lot of people have said you allowed Stormy to call your husband a biz naive multiple times. He says it's to Tisha. And Tisha was like, I don't allow anything. She a grown woman. My whole thing is a woman feeling comfortable calling another black man a B. Girl, don't bring the black man thing in here. This ain't got nothing to do with him being a black man. This got everything to do with your husband attacking women, getting into it with women, being in women's business. So that's why I'm going to call him a B. Okay? He's a female dog, period. So she says, it makes me question what goes on in her household. I feel sorry for Courtney. Like, Courtney, blink twice if you need help. Baby, Carlos' mouth was like, Tisha. So Stormy was like, we've been feeling sorry for you. Baby, let me tell you something. This would have been my time to go in on LaTisha Scott, because it was a great read, but it didn't hold no weight because we know it's some BS. But Stormy's response could have held weight with even more than just saying we've been feeling sorry for you. Like, I would have dove in on Tisha at that point. Like, girl, not only do I feel sorry for your marriage, I feel sorry for your outfit, for that wig, for the fact that you homeless, you ain't got no house, that house on them rocks ain't gonna never get built. I feel sorry that you got this lawsuit against you. I feel sorry that you gotta plagiarize other people's work. I feel sorry that you got a stigmatism. I feel sorry you got a speech impediment. Baby, I would have went in on her. I feel sorry that you got a mama named Wanda. Baby, I would have went in on her. I feel sorry that your husband looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas. I feel sorry that your husband ass and hips is bigger and wider than yours. I feel bad that you had to go get a BBL to look like your husband. Like, girl, I would have went in on Tisha. Tisha would have been on that stage crying after I got done with her. So Carlos was like, what is it about the two of you where you two really don't get along? And Marceau was like, I think she's a little insecure when it comes to her being in the spotlight. That was the stupidest response ever. So stupid. And Stormy was like, I was known before I even stepped foot on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Forbes, Business Insider, you can Google me. And I was like, you better let them know. You better let them know, Big Stormy, because don't try to diminish my accomplishments, sir. Girl, bye. And that his response was stupid as hell. So Mel then gives Marceau a t-shirt that says, I sell t-shirts, and it was a 2X. And he was mad because it was so big. And I was like, have you looked at you lately, sir? And that stomach, you needed a 2X. So Carlos was like, Tisha, Melody mentioned that Marceau doesn't want you to get close to her. Do you feel he desires for you to not be as successful as him in business? And Tisha's like, no, because I own all of his businesses. You own them all, but you have no control over nothing. You let him do whatever. You don't even have an office. So you owning all the business is literally a glamour title. You could put your coochie on the table and start enforcing some stuff because you don't own nothing, but you choose to sit back and allow him to treat you like crap. So Tisha was like, when I had MJ, I was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years, and I got from my family, you don't depend on no man, so I went back into the workforce. Marceau cuts in, it was like a family of single strong women. We call them the Rogers. Baby Melody looked at him, and she looked just like her mama in that part. She looked at him, and she said, uncross your legs, Marceau. She said, uncross your legs. You on the right panel, sassier than me. I was like, yes, honey. He was sitting there with them legs crossed, couldn't even get his leg all the way on the other leg, child. Them thighs are so thick. So Marceau was like, no, I'm sorry. Carlos says, is your fear seeing your wife turn into Melody? And Marceau was like, a single woman? Yes. I don't want to get divorced. Tisha, and this is why if I was Stormy, I would have been like, and this is another reason why I feel sorry for you, girl. So Marceau says Tisha can't be a hands-on mom if she's trying to be a businesswoman, basically. And Melody got him together and was like, child, I'm still a businesswoman, and I still am able to show up for my kids and their school endeavors, make breakfast every morning. So that's cap. Stop. So after that, KeKe comes out, child, and it's KeKe versus Tisha. So Carlos was like, KeKe, you vowed to never speak on Tisha's marriage. Why is it that you broke your pact? KeKe was like, I did not break my pact. She came to me. She informed me that blank was going around spreading these rumors. She basically reiterates the same story that she told me when I interviewed her. If you have not seen my interview with KeKe Jabbar, check it out. It's under my celebrity interviews playlist. It's 2 parts and it was juicy. Okay, go and check it out if you have not seen it. So this is another reason why I felt it then, I feel it now, that KeKe was not lying on Tisha. She has kept the same story. It has not changed whatsoever. So Tisha was like, her conversation with him didn't sound of a concerned cousin, talking about the conversation that KeKe had on FaceTime with the guy that was involved in the situation and the hairstylist and all of that stuff. I watched the video of the conversation. She was making it clear that this dude needed to reach out to Tisha and tell her the truth because she didn't want it to look like she was the one being messy. She was making it clear, like, I don't want none of this falling back on me because that is not the case. So KeKe was like, that's because you're too dumb to decipher. Oh God, they be eating Tisha up. She was like, I'm not going to be in denial about it. And Tisha's like, what am I denial about? And KeKe was like, what everybody else can see that she can't. Carlos like, tell her, she's asking you. And KeKe was like, about having a cheater on your arm. So Tisha was like, I've never came to her and said I caught my husband cheating. Her, on the other hand, she can't. She cheated on her husband. Her husband has cheated on her plenty of times. She even paid for him to go out on a date with somebody else when they first started dating. So who's a dummy? And I said, well, okay, KeKe, y'all over there on some freaky deaky type of stuff. Okay, you up here paying for dates. And I'm just shocked that her husband out here cheating on her multiple times. All right, big boy, I ain't mad at you. Seems like they got a open marriage where they do what they do, honey. They still together, so I guess. But it don't seem like KeKe gonna deny it. At least she's standing in her truth, I guess. Reunion part 1 was so good. So very, very good. I can't wait to get into the fashions, child. I'm going to give reunion part 1 an A. I got to give it to LaTisha. She came out swinging, ready, prepared. Even though a lot of the things that she said was like, girl, bye. You of all people can't say nothing. But it was great entertainment. Great entertainment. Great. But it cracks me up that every time LaTisha go in and let have, Marceau never backs her up. He always like, you going too far. You doing too much. But when he act the fool, she always stand by her man. It's like, girl, when you gonna learn? When are you gonna learn? He never supports you or have your back. Oh God. This is another reason why I feel sorry for you. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of reunion part 1. Let's talk about it all down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.